Welcome back to another episode, everyone. I got this cute little puppy Teddy. I'm here at PhDogs in Riverside, California with professional dog trainer Bethany Perdomo, and she's going to be going over some of the things that she likes to do with her puppies that really helps with socializing, exposure, as well as confidence building. These are going to be some excellent exercises that you could do with your puppies at home to increase their confidence.
So today we're going to be talking about puppy exposure and socialization. So I have a little 8-week-old female Belgian Terrier in here, and we're going to talk about what the most important things to do when you get a new puppy. Obedience training is really easy compared to socialization. So socialization is also time sensitive. So if you listen to your vet, they'll likely tell you do not take your puppy out until they're done with all their vaccinations. The problem with that is the key socialization for puppies is up to 13 weeks. By the time your puppy is fully vaccinated, that socialization period will be over and your puppy will be likely in a fear period. So there's a smart way to socialize your puppy without a super high risk of parvo. So parvo is the big one in distemper, what you want to be careful and watch out for. So with puppies, we want to avoid high traffic areas where there's going to be a lot of other dogs. So puppies catch things from sharing water and through dog poop. So if I have an area that I know neighbors don't pick up their poop, or like the dog park, I'm going to avoid those places like the plague. But there's lots of other places that you can take puppies to that the risk is very minimal. Like Home Depot is pet friendly, Lowe's is pet friendly. You can sit outside of Starbucks with your puppy, sit outside the grocery store. What we want to expose your puppy to in the first 13 weeks is different people, places, and things, and different surfaces and textures and sounds. So I'm going to show you how I would start with an 8-week-old puppy and what I do to socialize them and how I handle any problems that may pop up. So if you have a working line puppy or a high drive puppy and you have livestock, it's really important that you socialize them and expose them right away. So I'm going to show you how I introduce my puppies to my chickens. So I always have my puppy on leash, and that way I know that they can't practice any kind of chasing behavior. And I'm just going to kind of put them down and let her explore. So I just want her to get comfortable with seeing the animals, hearing the different sounds, smelling the smells. If I want to encourage my puppy to come closer, I can kneel down and kind of call them. But I basically just want her to see it. What do you think? Good girl. So she doesn't seem too fazed. Heard the rooster crow. So now we're going to bring her over here and let her see the donkeys. So I'm letting her come up on her own. So I'm just holding the leash so she's not moving away so I don't have to chase her. She can kind of stay focused on task. But I'm not also forcing her to come up and say hi. So I'm just holding on the end of my leash. I can say hi to these guys just to kind of show her it's okay. Puppy. And on her own, I want her coming up to sniff. And if my puppy's a little insecure, I might just sit here for about 15 or 20 minutes or so and just let them kind of take everything in. So I'm not babying her. I'm not telling her, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm just letting her kind of figure it out on her own. I don't want to have to micromanage. So you can see her tail carriage, she's a little insecure. That's totally normal for puppies. So what I'm just waiting for is I'm just waiting for her to not care anymore. And that's how I know that my training lesson is done. If you want to use food, you can. In this kind of a scenario, I really just kind of let my puppy do their own thing. If they come up to me, I'll pet them, but I want them to be involved with the other animals. I don't want them to just be trying to sit down and try to get my food. I want them to kind of interact with the environment right now. After their key socialization period, that's when I kind of switch over and start getting them to engage in me and forget about everything else. But for those first 13 weeks, I let people pet my puppies. I let my puppy play with other appropriate social adult dogs that I know and trust. And I let my puppy interact with everything else. Once they're in a fear period, once they hit about 12, 13 weeks, then I switch over and start doing engagement work and get them focused on me. But during those first 13 weeks, I want them to be comfortable around everything. And I want them to explore their environment and get socialized with the other animals. So you can see now her tail is up, she's waggy, she's happy. So this is when I would end my lesson. If my puppy has her tail down, I'm just gonna hang out here until she's happy again. So then my puppy learns that being happy gets you away from here. So we'll just go ahead and go. So here we have another puppy that we're gonna expose to the horses. So we're gonna go ahead and put him down. I've got him on leash just to make sure that I can control the situation. I'm just gonna kind of walk up and we're gonna see his reaction. So what I'm looking for again is changes of behavior. So if his tail was up and waggy and then he drops it low, I know that he's a little bit nervous. He's just kind of watching, tail's up, he's good. I can bend down with the puppy, kind of pet him while I say hi to these guys. Hi. And I'm basically just letting him kind of watch and take everything in. And same thing, like we talked about the other puppy, how I know when to kind of end my training lesson is I'm just looking for him to relax. So if he starts chewing on the leash or lays down and chews on a pine cone or something like that, then I know that he's comfortable. If he's got his, so you can see his ears are back, his tail is low, so he's pretty insecure right now. So I'm just gonna sit here and just kind of let him hang out. So I'm not letting him move away. Good boy. I'm letting him just kind of get comfortable with the leash as well. And I'm essentially just waiting for him to relax. And once the puppy's relaxed, then I can end my lesson. So with puppies, if he did react, say he started barking at the horses, I'm not gonna correct him, I'm just gonna redirect him. So if I have food on me, I can say his name, give him a treat. I can start kind of walking him to get him to move, or I can bring him up closer so that way he can investigate. So if I have a young puppy that I'm introducing to new people, I'm always gonna bring the puppy to the people. I'm not gonna let the people approach the puppy. So if he's like, hey, what a cool puppy, can I say hi? I go, of course, come on puppy. And I'm gonna bring the puppy to the people. So that way the puppy is the one that's initiating the interaction. If I have the puppy, and again, if I have a puppy that's nervous and the people come and approach the puppy, it can be overwhelming and the puppy can get nervous. So by having the puppy approach the people, then the puppy's the one that's initiating that interaction. And then just like we talked about with the other dogs, if the puppy wants to move away or isn't wanting to approach, then I have kind of a guideline of where to start socializing my puppy. If I have a puppy and I'm introducing it to young kids, or say an older lady or somebody that I don't want my puppy jumping up on, I'm not gonna expect my puppy to hold a perfect sit while they're getting pet at 8 weeks of age. So what I do is I just kind of kneel down with the puppy and I'm gonna put one thumb through their collar, and then I can just kind of gently hold the puppy in a sit like this. So I have one hand on their butt, one hand under their collar, and that way I can kind of physically help the puppy sit. And then if you wanted to come and say hi, then I can keep my puppy in position and I can stop my puppy from jumping up.
And so this is if you're working with a young child?
Yeah, so like with little kids, puppies tend to bite, they jump up. I don't want the kids to scream and go running, and now my puppy wants to bite and chase kids. Right. And I also don't want the kids to go, ow, and maybe they hit the puppy, because little kids are little kids. So by just sticking my thumb through the collar, sticking my thumb through the collar and then just gently pushing on the puppy's butt, I'm able to keep them in that sit so that way they can't practice all that bad behavior.
What are some of the best guidelines or instructions that you give to little kids when they're coming up to meet a new puppy?
So I kind of watch the little kids first. So if the kids look like they're super obnoxious, if I think that they're not old enough to follow directions, if I think that they're just gonna kind of get scared and then run away, then I'm not gonna have them interact with the puppy. What I usually do is, oh, I'm sorry, he's in training. That's it. I don't wanna have to get into any issues. I just say, sorry, he's in training, and that's it. I don't let them say hi to my puppy.
Do you tell them to move slower or something like that?
It's really hard to control people. So I generally don't give them instructions besides, oh, my puppy may kind of nibble on your fingers or they may bite you. Are you okay with that? And if they say, oh no, I'm wearing nice clothes. Okay, no problem. Or
like
again,
I can, right now,
yeah. So some people will go, ow, and they'll squeal their hand away. And now my puppy's gonna wanna bite you even more. Or some people think that they're dog trainers and they're gonna start pinching my puppy's gums on their tongue and their teeth or whatever. So if I think that that person is going to be a problem, I generally don't let them say hi to my puppy. And that's why I generally, because puppies are a lot more forgiving than dogs that are in that fear period. So I'll let people until that first like 13 weeks, I'll let strangers pet my puppy. After that, if I have a working line dog, I generally don't unless I know them, because everybody has their opinion about dogs. And if the puppy starts getting bitey like this, they might, no, or whatever. And I want my puppy to be comfortable biting.
Right.
So if I don't expect to be able to control people. So if I think that person's gonna be a problem, I just won't go there. But if you have a training club, if you have neighbors, if you have like regular people that are going to be interacting with your dog, definitely socialize them in those first 13 weeks. If you know that you have a mailman that's big and scary looking, leave little freeze-dried liver treats out and have every day the mailman comes, have them feed the puppy for those first 13 weeks.
So, one situation I run into a lot, okay, with pups and especially cute ones like these, is people doing like this kind of stuff. So we're gonna imagine Nate here's a puppy, right? Because I don't want to do it to your puppy, but they're like, oh, let them smell me, like.
So dogs can sniff cancer, they can sniff when your blood pressure goes low. You don't have to shove your hand in their face for them to sniff you. So that's a great way to get bit in the hand. I mean, puppies aren't gonna do it, but an adult dog, like you're giving them like, here, bite this. So I don't do that. So when I'm greeting a puppy, I want them to be comfortable. Again, for those first 13 weeks, I want them to be comfortable with all the obnoxious and rude petting that they're gonna get later. So I'm okay if people go, hi puppy, oh what a cute dog, because I want my dog to be comfortable with those things. If I wait until they're older and then that happens one day, they're more likely to have a fearful reaction to it. So if I know that my dog, say somebody reaches for my puppy and they're a little bit hand shy, I'm gonna train that. I'm with food, I'm just gonna reach and then give them food, and then reach and then give them food. Grab their ears and then give them food. Go like this and give them food. I'm gonna desensitize them and counter condition all of those things that they're gonna run into. Later, I'm gonna teach them that as a puppy now. So I want them to be comfortable. So I'm going, oh, look at your little feeties, and oh, look at your ears, and oh, you're so cute. I want them to be comfortable with all of those things. So that way, when they do meet the general public and people are super obnoxious, he's like, oh, it's no problem, because my mom does all kinds of weird things to me. If you only pet your dog, really gently under the, like this, or you're not exposing them to all the things that they're gonna run into. Kids are gonna go, puppy, hi! People are idiots, they blow into dogs' faces just to see what they're gonna do, right? So, or they go, oh look, he's got something in his paw, what is it? And they're just super invasive with the dog. So you want to show the puppies all of those different things. And like I said, the first 13 weeks, I'm okay with however people interact. If I see that the puppy's kind of getting overwhelmed, I'll, hey, let's go over here. And I'll just kind of redirect them. Oh, thanks. And I'll just kind of wander off. But in general, I let people kind of interact with puppies however they want. If I see that my puppy's kind of hand shy as people reach over, then I'm just gonna train it. If I see that they're starting to flank the puppy, and well, what if I do this? Then obviously I'm gonna go, hey, bye, and I'm gonna leave. If I'm meeting an adult dog, I generally ask the person first, hey, may I say hi to your dog? And if they say yes, then I ask the dog. And how I ask the dog is, so if this was your dog, say it's an adult dog, I go, oh, what a cute dog, may I say hi?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, so I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna go direct onto the dog. I'm gonna turn sideways and kind of bend down, and I'll put my hand just by my side. So that way, if the dog wants to say hi, they're going to approach me. By turning my body language to the side, I'm not putting any kind of pressure over the top, and I'm inviting the puppy into my space. If the puppy or the dog stays back, I'll go, okay, have a good day, and I'll go off. Because even though the person says, yes, you can say hi to my dog, the dog is going, I don't want anything to do with you. If that dog stayed back and I went into their space, now I'm the one that's going into their bubble. And again, because they're on leash, they have no way to go back, so they're more likely to go forward if they get overwhelmed. So even if the person says yes, I look at the dog's body language. Is the dog kind of looking at me whale eye? Are their ears back? Are their mouth open or closed? Where's the tail? I'm looking at the whole dog to see, is this dog gonna appreciate this interaction or not? So now we're gonna show you how to do some environmental exposure with puppies. So we're gonna do the tarp to start. So we're just gonna kind of see what the puppy thinks about it. Try to get him to walk over it. Good job. So this moves, it makes sound. Those are all things that you wanna kind of look for. I wanna see he doesn't care, he's biting. This is more for working dogs than pet dogs, but it's good for pet dogs to be comfortable and confident too. So I'm just gonna kind of let it make some sounds. Check his reaction to it. Tail is up, he's waggy, he doesn't care. I can start to make some bigger movements. You see he's happy. He just wants to bite, he's comfortable. Walk over it. Hi, puppy. Puppy. Come on. So you can see he's happy. He doesn't care about this. Hi, puppy. So now we'll try the tunnel. Bring him up to the entrance. I'm gonna have Sergi go to the other side and just kind of encourage him to come through.
Come on, come on. Yay, come on, come on.
No, he's gonna go around. Puppy! Hi! There he goes. Good puppy! Yay, puppy! Good puppy! And we're just gonna kind of call the puppy back and forth.
Come on, come on. Hey, puppy, come on. Come here, come here, come here. Come on, come on. Yay! Come on, yay!
There he goes.
Yay, good boy!
So I'm just kind of blocking it off so he can't go around. He's not scared of it. He just wasn't sure really what I want. Come on, puppy. Good. Good puppy.
Come on, puppy. Come on, yay! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay! Good boy, yay! Such a good
And we can kind of make it a little bit longer here.
Come on. Hey, come here. Come here, puppy, 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 puppy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay, come on, come here. Oh, come here.
He's just sniffing. A little bit longer here.
Good boy.
Hi, baby. Good job. So the nice thing about this is it does move a little bit. It's a little bit dark. He has to go away from you. So for puppies, this is a really good confidence builder. Good job.
Thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to learn more from Bethany and her team here at PhDogs, I'm going to have all their information in the description below. They provide some incredible services. She also does Zoom training sessions for those of you that are not local to Riverside, California. She does group classes as well as private lessons and stay and train. So make sure you guys check that out, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.